Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm TV in case you're new, and if you're not, welcome back. I never wanted kids. I never actually wanted kids. Growing up with such a huge family, I never wanted kids. I have 11 siblings with so many nieces and nephews. I just never wanted kids. I always had a huge family, and not to say that I didn't love my nieces and nephews or my sisters and brothers. It's just, you know, it's just I always had a big family, and I just didn't see the need or want to have my own kids. With having 11 siblings and all of them having kids, well, they didn't all have kids, and we all still don't have kids, but you know, with most of them having kids, I didn't ever see the need, because if I wanted a cute little person to spoil, I could just go get one of my nieces and nephews, have them for the day, and take them back when I was over it. Like, bruh, the best of both worlds. Like, a cute little person to spoil that you ain't gotta take care of 24/7. Great. And the best part is, like, I could just, you know, have a different one each day. I feel like we love our nieces and nephews and we love our kids, but let's be real. They talk too much. They're annoying sometimes. And that's just kids. Kids are annoying. People are annoying in general. So, you know, switch it up a little bit. I know every aunt and uncle has their favorite niece and nephews. Can't nobody tell me nothing. They do. And it's not to show favoritism or anything. It's just, you know, I'm annoyed with you, so I'm gonna go play with you. Whereas with your kids, it's a little bit different. I feel like, because I feel like it kind of like, it messes them up a little more than when it's your niece or nephew. So as I said, growing up, you know, having so many siblings, all my sisters had kids by the time I was like 10. I'm the youngest girl, if you didn't know, but all my sisters had kids by the time I was 10. I just felt like there was no need, and I used to hear so many stories about childbirth. Like, I think that was the main reason why I didn't want kids, because I was petrified of childbirth. I used to hear so many stories, so many horror stories about things going wrong in childbirth. And you know, you can die in childbirth even if you have the best doctors or you're in great health. Anything can happen. I was so like, I was 10, 8, 9, 10. Like, I wasn't thinking about anything else but the pain and the possible death. I wasn't for it. I was not about to, what? You know, having a cesarean or blood loss and hemorrhaging and leaving the placenta in. I wasn't about it. I was so scared of the thought of childbirth. Shit, I was even scared of pregnancy, to be honest. Like, hey, listen, I was not for it. And then I was quite young, and as I got older, I got vain. Well, not vain, but I was very confident. I loved myself. I still do, but I was very, very self-confident, and no one could tell me nothing. Like, they still can't, but like, for a teenager, you know, a lot of teenagers have a lot of insecurities. I had mine too. Like, my hips were my biggest insecurity. I hated my hips growing up. Love them now though, but you know, a lot of people have insecurities, but me now, I was like, I loved my shape, I loved myself, I loved my body, and I was like, I am not about to put this body through no kids. Like, what you mean? What? You want me to spoil this body? Like, I was like, you want me to spoil this body with kids? Like, cause co-eds? No, I was not for it. So that's kind of put me off kids as well. Like, just the thought of me stretching out. I had stretch marks from young. I had a round butt. I used to do a lot of sports, so I was very muscly. My thigh, I had thick thighs and a big butt. I had stretch marks from like 8, so I didn't want any more. I was just, I wasn't for it. I wasn't about to go through that. No. I was also very, very career driven, very goal driven, ambitious, detail orientated. Not to say I'm not like that anymore, I am, but that was always my main focus. I didn't see myself having kids. Like, girls used to go to school and college, they'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna have kids at this age and I want this many kids and I'm gonna have a family and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna be banking, right? I'm gonna be traveling the world, I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be a boss, and then, you know, maybe I'll have some kids. I was always like, career, I gotta get it. Like, I had all these milestones set out in my head, and I was just so driven. Not, like I said, not to say that I'm not now, but kids were nowhere in that mix. I was very vocal about not wanting kids. I always swore, I was like, I'm not having kids. It's not for me. I just need to make this money, this shmoney, like Cardi B says. I had to get it. Like, there was no excuse. And I'm still the same. When I still have to get it. If anything, Chance makes me want it more. Like, he is my, I'm no longer my top priority. He is. And, you know, I gotta make sure that he lives as comfortably as possible and help him have the best start in life. So when he's my age, you know, he is in a better place than where I am now. Not to say I'm worse. I'm not in a great position, but I'm not in a bad position either. I just want more for myself, which I feel like everyone should, you know. It's just the kid thing wasn't in my cards. I was very vocal about it. Ask anyone, ask my brothers. Like, I'd always be like, I'm not having kids. I'm not having kids. Like, I'm not having kids. And we used to argue. I used to be like, if I do have kids, I'm gonna be the last one. Like, there's 11 of us, 12 of us, and I always feel like I'm gonna be the last one. It's not happening. I wasn't the last one. 3 more left. But anyway, yeah, I was very career driven and very vocal about not wanting kids. And I finally changed my mind at 19. I saw what it was like to not have kids and not have a family around you. And I was very mature, I was very young and naive. And I realized that no matter how much money you have, if you don't have a family around you to share it with or enjoy those moments and those experiences, it means nothing. Like, all the sentiment is taken away. So at around 19, 20, I was like, I think I'm gonna have kids. I want kids. I was like, I would like to start having kids after my champagne birthday, my golden birthday, which is my 26th, because I was born on, if you don't know the golden birthday, the champagne birthday is, it's the day you were born on. So mine is the 26th because I was born on the 26th of August. So I was like, I would like to start having kids after then. Just because, you know, I'm not too young, I'm not too old. I've lived a good amount of my 20s and I've had some fun and I've traveled and I've done this and I've done that. And I was so set that by that time I will be in a place where I can have kids. I'm stable, I have a career, I have my place. Obviously it didn't happen because I'm 23 and I have Chance, who is 1. But, you know, I wouldn't change it. I'm so happy I have him. He's everything to me. And it's so crazy to look back and think, I never wanted kids. And now I want 4. I can't even laugh, I'm still sick. And now I want 4. For someone who never wanted kids to now want 4. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I went from wanting no kids to 4 kids. And you know, a lot of people used to ask me, do you not want kids because you have such a big family? My answer was always no, because I love all my siblings and they're crazy as hell, but when we get together it's fun. Like, we might cuss each other out, but we have a good time. Like, my family, like, they're all my siblings are crazy. Anyone tells you they're not, they're lying. Facts. Any of my siblings watching this, you're all crazy. And my siblings are never the reason for me not wanting kids. I was just very young-minded, and you know, some people still don't want kids at 23, 25, 30. Like, some people just don't want kids. But I didn't want kids for what I feel like are immature reasons, like not wanting to ruin my body. I grew up and I just changed my mind, and a lot of times people associate change with something bad. Change isn't always bad. Change is inevitable. You have to change in order to grow. You can't stay the same and grow. It's just not the way it works. Chance now, man, That kid is everything to me, everything and more. He drives me nuts. He truly does. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so thankful for him. He changed. I don't think I've changed very much, but I see little changes in me. Like I said, this whole video is about me not wanting kids, and I remember a few days before his first birthday, I literally cried. My sister was at work and I think the kids were at school, and I laid there and cried, and I was like, my baby is no longer a baby. I don't have a, like, I'm a mom. I don't have a baby. I have a child. I have a toddler. And then it just kicked in that, you know, in a few years he'll be going to school, and then he'll be a teenager, then he'll be an adult, have his own kids, and it's a long way to come. But it just really hit home, like, you know, wow. And you don't ever realize how much you can really love a human being until you produce your own. And I can't even put into words how much he means to me. Being a mother is great. I love it, and I wouldn't change for the world. And in due time, he should have some siblings to run around and drive me crazy with. And I look forward to that day, because I know what it was like running around with my siblings, bleaching my sister's, well, my sister bleached my clothes actually, but I threw her shoes out the window. I think I threw them into a pond. I don't remember. I just, you know, you look back and you remember all the good times you had as a kid, and I don't know what it's like to be an only child, obviously, with having so many siblings. And I know when I lost my mom, if you've not seen that video, it's a few videos back, I had my siblings to reminisce with and to lean on. I can't imagine having lost my mom and not having anyone understand my pain or go through what I'm going through, and to just feel so alone. It has to be hard. So, you know, even though I wasn't directly with my siblings, they were always a phone call away, and I had two of my siblings here, even though they were really young. I just can't imagine having gone through that by myself without having siblings around me to help lighten the load a little bit. Your family sometimes is all you have, and I know for a lot of people, family, they don't even have that. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, did you start off wanting kids? Did you not want kids? Do you have a kid? Do you not have kids? Do you want one? How many do you want? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, because you didn't have to. And let me know some suggestions on some videos you like to see. And until next time.
Catch me on my worst side, nah, never. It's how a diamond shine bright and need pressure.